Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I've been MIA. I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone down so we can chat. I know I've been MIA, but that's because this past year I've been just trying to get everything situated with the move and everything, and settled with work before I came back to it. And honestly, I was going through some body struggles, which I'm gonna get to later in this video. But I just want to thank everybody for staying with me and sticking with it, even though I know I haven't posted on here in a while. I actually need to upload a video from the Arnold that hasn't been uploaded, which shame on me. I'll probably just upload it next year and we can pretend that, it was the previous year, but you'll still watch it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about where I've been. So I decided not to I stepped on stage with our last show. I didn't do as well in the placing as I had hoped. And I started to realize, even though I was following my diet, I was gaining weight back. And anybody that knows me knows that my body, after a show, just, if I go and have a cheat, it is instant back on packing on the pounds. And it's crazy drastic. So I had always been just I thought I was a mesomorph. I thought that I could I've got a muscular looking build. I must be a mesomorph. But the more I thought about it, the more my body was acting. It was more of that of an endomorph. So this past year, I was going to step on stage and I decided not to. I decided against it. I actually had something go wrong with my kidneys again, which those things, they do not like me, but we're working on them. And then I broke my toe. So then I was out of the gym completely because I couldn't even be on my foot. So I was just solely hitting upper body, but I couldn't get the cardio that I needed in because you have to use your feet. So that happened, and it kind of, I think that was the lesson, or that was God maybe telling me, slow down, figure out what's going on with your body. Stop trying to keep doing these competitions when your body's clearly telling you something is wrong. So what I did, I actually got with a new coach, and he is helping me figure out what is going on within my body. And you always hear there's 3 main body types that are out there, and I honestly suggest that if you do not know your body type, take the test, figure it out, because if you're having weight loss issues, it could come down to simply something so small as tweaking your workout or tweaking what you're eating, right? And that was my issue, is that I was doing everything. I was doing, my cardio, I was doing the nutrition, but I was gaining weight. So what I did, I took the test on bodybuilding.com. I know, so beginner of me, but sometimes it's, smart to just keep it simple, stupid. So I went on bodybuilding.com. I took their test, which body type are you? And I'll make sure I put that link so that you can click on that and look at it, take the test and figure out what you are. It actually told me I was borderline meso and endomorph. And basically what that meant was, so naturally I am an endomorph, but I have the ability with proper diet and nutrition to slide into a mesomorph. And that's why I always thought that I was a mesomorph, because as soon as my metabolism starts, it just I would drop weight like this, and people would be like, what the heck? How are you doing that? But it's my metabolism. Once it starts, it just runs. And I'm I don't need to do anything but do my cardio and eat. And I'm just losing pounds like that. But to get it started, it is so slow, guys. So slow. So with me being full endomorph naturally, what it basically means is that I can put on muscle very easily, which anybody that knows me or that has been keeping up with my account since 2013 on Instagram knows that I went from fat to really skinny to muscular. My last show, I was a lot muscular than I was when I started, and that's just because the muscle, is that a word? Oh, okay. The muscularity, my muscle maturity was more prominent since I've been working out for so long. And then what also affects an endomorph is our metabolism. So our metabolism is the slowest one. So the kind of training that you have to do for somebody with a slow metabolism is more, weights and cardio. You cannot not have weights and cardio. You have to have weights and cardio. Whereas like somebody that of, maybe a meso or an ectomorph wouldn't have to do as much cardio. They can keep it steady state, but I would have to do cardio with pretty much I should do cardio pretty much every day, even if it's like 20 to 30 minutes, something just to keep myself and my metabolism working and keeping it in that burning state. And then the last thing that affects us is that, obviously, that you can see, we gain fat extremely easy. I mean, I could look at a fry and I've already packed on 12 pounds. So that's how drastic it is being an endomorph. It's the best of both worlds, because yes, it helps with the muscles, but it also sucks because we gain that fat and then our metabolisms are slow. So trying to get it to be at the speed of an ectomorph and a mesomorph is our plight. That is our downfall. But historically, the good thing about us is that in the past, basically my body type is just that of when hunter-gatherers, if they were ever in a food famine, their bodies made it possible for them to survive without food for long periods of time. So instead of my body eating itself, it basically I just produce more fat. So that's what happens. And my body could survive longer with no food versus somebody than that of an ectomorph. So I found that to be really cool, because I was like, cool. I mean, at least I know if there's a famine, I will survive for a little bit longer than everybody else. But so the guy that I have now has me eating, like I said, 3. So I do a thing called carb cycling now. And before I was never doing carb cycling, I've always, like I said, been a person where give me a diet, I'll eat it. Just, I don't want to think about crunching numbers because I just don't like that. But what he has me doing now is that I carb cycle. So, but I do it differently. So with my body type, I need to separate my fats and my carbs. So what I do on 3 days, I eat proteins, carbs, and veggies. And then on 1 day in the week, I eat just protein and fat all day for 5 meals. And then, for 6 meals. And then the next day, I go back 3 days and do it again. And that's just what I do. And then I get a cheat on, obviously 1 day in the week for my 6th meal on my fat day. So it's just a really nice, new method, because I have never done this and I'm excited to try to see if it works, because I honestly it's kind of discouraging when you've been competing for so long and then all of a sudden, your body is not reacting the way, and I know with age, I am 26. So with age comes your metabolism slowing down, but I kind of appreciate me stopping and learning what was going on with my body, because had I not stopped, I was just packing on pounds and I was like, don't know what's going on. I'm following the diet, but it's not working. So I appreciate myself and I appreciate God up there trying to tell me, okay, look, every time he wants me to slow down, he breaks something of mine, whether it be a body part or my car. So it's just a joke. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are back. I'm excited to share with you my results right now. I am 62 pounds right now. So this is where I'm at 162 pounds. Crazy to think that's 162 pounds, but you have to understand muscle weighs more than fat. So hopefully you guys are excited to see the results with me. I'm going to be a little bit better now about uploading. That little hiatus was what I needed to come back, but we're in it to win it. And if you're here for this journey, make sure you like that button and subscribe to this channel and stay tuned with me. Keep up with me on my Instagram. I know I need to be a little bit better about being personal on there, but I'm excited this go around because I finally feel like I figured out what was wrong. So hopefully we'll be able to get some shows come 2019. I'm hoping to get back on stage in 2019. I needed the break from 2018. I didn't step on stage whatsoever in 2018, but I think I needed that. So yay, I'm glad you guys are back. And I'm going to make my first meal because, well, not my first meal. I'm going to make my meal because I'm starving and it's just been sitting there. All right, guys.